You are about to watch one of IWA North's big picture shows, which illustrate how war has shaped all our lives over the last 100 years. You will be immersed in the sights, sounds and experiences of war. These shows are created from the details of people's lives, whether they fought in wars, tried to escape them, or had to live and work through them. Every image, every document, every voice is part of someone's story.
On March 5, 2007, more than 30 people died when a suicide bomber detonated a vertical bomb on Al-Mutanabbi Street in Baghdad.
Do you want me to tell the story about Mutanabbi Street now?
For just one moment on Mutanabbi Street, everything is still. Normal business is suspended, even gravity seems to desert the earth. And then the pages start to fall. In Mutanabbi Street, 1,000 years of words are floating down. In Mutanabbi Street, I am walking through a ragged gap, torn in 1,000 years of thought. And I think, as I walk along Mutanabbi Street, I wonder if the dead here will be recalled more fiercely because they died among books. I wonder if it will be remembered as worse to blow up bookshops than supermarkets, in the same way that it's considered worse to bomb messily at street level than scientifically from 10,000 feet, and I hope not. I don't want Mutanabbi Street to be the only thing that is remembered.
For Iraqis, the bombing of Mutanabbi Street was this incredible turning point of the war. It was so outrageous, it pushed the boundaries so far, it was really an attack on people's mental space.
I try to read the fragments as they fall past my face, but there is no language on them I can understand. And at the same time, I think maybe somewhere in all this destruction there's a work of art, and I don't know how I feel about it. In the Shabandar Cafe, they used to interpret the centuries-old rhythm of classical verse. They used to argue the latest ideologies, banging them together until sparks flew. But they also used to talk about football and electricity bills and the best place to buy good shoes. And the owner of the bookshop just here used to fix mobile phones and tell sacrilegious jokes.
I wouldn't have the courage to say to them, I'm sorry, because it's not enough. One of my friends, his father, they didn't find him. Even his ash they didn't find. He stayed for 3 days in the same place, and if you talk to him, he will tell you, please, I will not talk to anyone. I'm looking for my son.
Anyone who thinks all that has gone, that they've scoured life from this street so that only their own version will grow back, is a fool. To cleanse part of the earth of opinions deemed unsuitable and crush ice in different flavours and phone calls from loved ones and the sweetness of a reasonable argument, you need a bomb that explodes forever, and there's no such thing. Not even the sun is a bomb that explodes forever, whether you believe that God made it or not. By now, the falling pages are almost settled, but Mutanabbi Street will not be killed. And the bomb on Mutanabbi Street will carry on exploding, just not in the way the bombers meant it to. It will create as well as destroy, and there will be determination and mourning and building. Some of the books and some of the words are burning, but every burned word exists in another place. Before I leave Mutanabbi Street, down where it joins the river, I pick up a scrap of paper.
تجري الرياح بما لا تشتهي السفن.
Not all that one wishes for one gets, for the wind may go in a direction that the ships do not crave. And amongst the temporary rubble, Someone writes an undamaged chair outside the cafe.
On Al-Mutanabbi Street, March 5th, 2007, more than 30 people died. Baghdad is an ancient city, a place of poets, art and music. The life is still there.
IWM North is about people and their stories, and how war continues to shape and change all our lives. We hope this big picture show has inspired you to explore the museum further. You can see more of the Imperial War Museum's extensive collections in the displays around you. If you've been affected by any issues raised in the big picture show, or if you have any questions, please speak to one of our staff or volunteers who are here to help you throughout your visit.
For a little more on that.